Good morning, hello, and welcome to the Hoof GP. I am sitting here right now waiting on Craig appearing from nowhere, but it seems to be taking him forever. Oh, there you are. How's it going anyway? You alright? Do you know what would make this better though? Coffees.
Yes!
Just like magic, eh? Anyway, let's crack on and get on with this day. We're on our way to a farm that is fairly new to us, and Craig and I really look forward to going to this place because we're starting to see such improvements. Now it's a half an hour drive, so let's kick back, relax and listen to some music. This is Ratra Farm, home to around 300 milking dairy cows and 3 generations of a fantastic family. No game you play to win. Love, it doesn't come by itself so easily. This is one of the more difficult places for us to get this crush in because it is so big. But all we do is drop it here, drive the pickup out that way, and then when we're picking it up, we just spin it round on the axis that it is right now. So actually, although it's the most difficult place, it's still not too bad at all. This little jockey wheel just slots in and out, see? And actually it's not too hard to shift around, is it, Craig? Nope. Right, let's get the pickup out. So we're working out of this pen back here. Basically, Ian and the guys are going to keep filling up this pen here, and then they'll fill up the parlour, and the cows really like going through the parlour because they're so used to it. And they're going to come out that bottom door down here, where Piggyboy's standing right now. And his job is to make sure there's always a cow right behind the crush. It's always a relief to get started. First one's in. It's exactly a month since I was last at this farm, and I know that because it was the first day I used this. I have been persevering with it, and I'm actually really starting to like it. As you'll see though, the corded grinder gave up the ghost. So cow flow is unbelievably important to us and the cows. I'm trimming a cow in there and Craig is concentrating on having this cow stood right behind me so that when these gates open here, she sees the first cow leaving and she thinks, aha, it's the way out. But it's not. It's way into captivity. And then I can trim her feet. Having this cow stood here keeps those ones calm and it keeps her calm as well. And although I'm not trying to trim exceptionally quickly, making sure that we get through the cows fairly quickly helps to keep them calm as well. So this crush is actually good for the cow's mood and that doesn't upset them, so there's less accidents and things like that. So believe it or not, this pole, which turned out not to be Craig's replacement because he came back, this pole is vital to the success of our day. You see, Craig has to barely do anything to get the next one in. So this cow's come in, she didn't look lame when she was coming in, but as soon as I lift her foot up, I can tell she's been trimmed within the last few months, and there's clearly been an issue right here. Look right there, Craigie boy. Craig doesn't want to be called Craigie boy anymore, we'll call him something else. Right, Philip, look in here. So there's clearly been a problem here. I can see that there's a hole there, and I don't know if it goes all the way through the corium or not, but what I need to do is make sure we keep the height on this medial claw in case we need to get all the way off here. And we need to be very, very careful in there to make sure we don't upset any healing. So it's obviously been a sole ulcer that was there last time, and if we look at our records, I'm pretty sure I could concur that that is correct. We've taken a bit more height off here to allow it to continue to heal, but if we took any off here, that would put more pressure onto the lateral claw. All it's had to do is model, remove some loose horn, and let her rip. So she's actually got a tyloma or a granuloma in there, which is basically a growth. And to make sure that doesn't hurt, we need to model in here really deeply to allow a squish zone. That's the technical term. And now that we've modelled out deeply, we need to make sure that this loose horn here doesn't cause a problem. So we're going to keep as much height on this outside wall as possible, but get rid of this cavity so that that can't start to let mud in there or slurry in there, regress and cause problems. Now that definitely doesn't look that pretty, but it's really functional. What we've done is we've left this outside wall as high as possible because this part of the foot is the weight bearing surface. So that can take a lot of weight and pressure away from this side here. And actually that's a little bit high, so we'll take that down again. Done. And lifting this foot shows that she's had a fairly major problem in here, and it looks like it probably hasn't completely healed, but it definitely is better than it was last time. So let's crack on, get her trimmed. So as you can see, this is trimmed out really nicely. You couldn't ask for a much better result than that. It's all really sound horn, and again, it's not beautiful, but we need to allow this all to thicken up before it will completely be a flat surface and the best it can be for this cow. As it is, we're going to leave this block on to give a bit of relief to that foot, and next time we see how this foot should be pretty much perfect, to be honest. Adding iodine to a foot like this, even though it isn't open, really does help because it helps to thicken up the horn, or at least dry it out, which hardens it. I must apologise, I started trimming this foot and didn't film it from the beginning. My bad. But it is quite interesting. So this foot had a big problem here. Look, you can see where the hole has been on this foot. So that's been a sole fracture. And last time we trimmed out, we wouldn't be able to put a block on her because of the problem here and here. So a problem in both feet means there's nowhere to put a block. This time, the sole fracture has completely healed up. And the white line problem is definitely better, but needs a block to fully heal. And now that we've healed this inside claw, we can get a block stuck on. So, my beautiful assistant, Craig, please apply a block. I just said to Craig off camera actually, we've only trimmed about 10 cows. And out of those 10 cows so far, about 6 of them have had problems that are just about completely healed. So today is a good day, so far. At least it stands a chance of healing now. And to be honest, it looks like it's healed a lot without the use of a block. So having the block on there now should really get it going. As you can see here, her other foot has had some major issues in the white line as well, and trims like this can take an extreme amount of time. So for your benefit, I've sped it up and then I'll slow it down at the end to show you just how careful we can be with the grinder. Rest assured guys, these knives are extremely sharp. It's just that when you're trying to be this careful, sometimes it can appear that they're not and skiff across the horn. So here's another really interesting cow. All 4 of her feet have had problems, so it's really encouraging to see exactly how her feet are doing now. So, front left. This front left had an existing block on. She had a big massive cut up here last time, and that has pretty much healed. We'll just put this on to make sure that it continues to fully grow out and thicken up. That one is done. Back left. This was all yellow, so there'd been blood seeping in here. This is nearly healed, but not quite, so she definitely needed a block on here to get this to harden up. That one is done. Back left. This had a big cut right up the front, look, which is completely healed now. It doesn't look that pretty, but it is completely healed. This block has still got a little bit of height remaining. That can stay like that. That one's done. And front right. This cow had all of this removed last time and a big white line crack right up here. She did have a block on, but she doesn't need it anymore because there's plenty of height here and it's fully healed. That one is also done. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. And here's another cow that has clearly had a sole ulcer. She did have a block on, and the sole ulcer looks like it's either healed or very, very close to being healed. So when we look at this foot, you can see the discoloration. This part was lower when I started. Heavy bruising there. It's been yellow where the blood has been seeping in, and there's an old ulcer site here. Now, if we press it, there is movement. And there's not enough of a height difference between this claw and this claw to give this enough time to thicken up and completely heal. That part there is still very slightly open. So we're going to apply a block to make sure that this totally heals. And just like that, we have a block on. Now we just need to dress this slightly open lesion with iodine. I know I revisit cows a lot, and we're looking at something that is really, really small here and may seem insignificant. But when we first trimmed this cow, we'd clearly done a good job. But the thing is, she would not be completely healed without this recheck. And that is the difference between this cow being back to full health and becoming completely lame again within a month or 2 months. Rechecks are worth their weight in gold. And that, guys, brings us to the end of our visit here to Ratra. Working at a farm like this in partnership with the farmer to really promote the herd's mobility is a fantastic feeling, and knowing that you're actually starting to achieve things and really get places really couldn't be more satisfying. And being around people who really do want the best for their animals really gives your enthusiasm a big boost. Thanks to every single one of you for watching and giving this video a big thumbs up. Cheers, guys, catch you next time.
I remember us like yesterday.